First Alert Weather with Brian Allworth is sponsored by St. Francis Healthcare System.
Kind of a tranquil August morning. Current temps ranging from the upper 60s, 67 at Harrisburg, to the low 70s, like 72 at Union City, 72 at Kennett, Missouri. Not much of a range this morning. A little fog out there, but not as much as perhaps we had last week at this time, where we had some dense fog, even some advisories. I'm sure there's a little patchy dense fog out there, but not very widespread. 71 degrees at Carbondale right now, mostly clear. Dew point 70, calm winds. So maybe a little fog, but otherwise, again, a tranquil morning for us. We are seeing a lot of rain in Kansas, as I mentioned before the break, including some flash flooding going on right now. This rain, though, is not really moving east. It's moving northeast toward the Kansas City metro this morning. So we should stay mostly dry again today. Active weather to our west, but this front has pretty much stalled. So for today, if you liked yesterday, you'll like today. Temperatures about the same. About 90 to 93 or so, which is maybe a degree above average, but you know, it's August, right? And high heat index numbers about 100, but certainly compare with back in July where we were seeing heat index numbers about 115. Not a terrible day. For tonight, mostly clear, and about a 10% chance of a shower today, about a 10% chance tonight. And then here's the deal. Over the next few days, rain chances, not guaranteeing rain, but rain chances gradually tick up a little bit, especially Wednesday, Thursday, and even on Friday. Temperatures will stay pretty warm. It'll be very humid, but maybe held down a little bit by the cloud cover and the shower activity. So again, some areas have gone 2 or 3 weeks now without any rain at all. It's getting awfully dry. Not guaranteeing rain, but a better chance as we go through the upcoming work week.